Yeah, I can write shite poke on it too, but I ain't gonna.
What's a shite poke?
Shite poke's a bird.
Is it what you call a bird?
Yep.
If the watch fob belonged to the bird, would you write shite poke on it, Gramps?
Birds don't have birds don't have watch fobs, boy.
What if it did have one? Would you write shite poke on it, Gramps?
Expect it would.
Because it's what you call the bird, isn't it, Gramps?
That's right, Sonny.
Gramps, what do you call me?
Well, I call you all sorts of things. Sonny, chummy.
No, what's the name you call me?
Oh, Pud. You mean Pud. Well, that's what you look like. Pud.
It's what you call me, isn't it, Gramps?
Yeah, that's right, Sonny.
Well, then if the watch fob belongs to me and you call me Pud, you ought to write Pud on it. If the shite
Oh,
poke
whoa there. I said I wasn't going to write Pud on this here watch fob.
But Pud's my name.
Oh. Your name is John Guilford Northrop. And that's what I'm going to engrave on this here watch fob. John Guilford Northrop.
I like Pud better.
Well, Pud's too easy. P-U-D. Nope. John Guilford Northrop. And don't you forget it.
Where's Mom gone today, Gramps?
She went off with your father.
Where'd he go?
Out to Gainesville to make a call.
Is somebody sick?
Oh, somebody's always sick.
When I grow up, I'm going to be a doctor too.
Ah, you bet you are. And you're going to be as good a doctor as your daddy.
Maybe better.
Oh, that's a pretty stiff order. Your daddy's an A1 doctor.
What's A number one? What's A number one, Gramps?
Well, it's just A1, boy. Here, now, what do you think of that?
I guess it's all right, Gramps.
What do you mean, you guess it's all right?
Well, that G looks a little more like a C, I think.
It does? Well, let's see.
My name is John Guilford Northrop, not John Silford Northrop.
I know that, boy. I know that. All right, now let's see. Maybe that G does need a little more of a tail on it there. Certainly, I guess it does. Well, thank you, boy.
You're welcome, Gramps.
Yeah.
Guess we better take a walk out to Millbar Park one of these days, Gramps. We need some more stones for our collection.
Yeah, here's a bone I found yesterday down by the meat shop.
Is it a human bone, Gramps?
Might be.
Looks pretty human to me, Gramps.
Hey, it might be.
It's a very fine specimen anyway, Gramps.
Yeah.
This frog seems kind of old, Gramps.
Oh, yeah. I guess we'll have to throw him out in the next few days or so.
Well, it's a very fine specimen, though, Gramps.
Oh, yeah. We'll have to get another one, boy.
Aunt Demetria is a Bismarck. Aunt Demetria
Hey, where did you hear that?
You told Granny she was.
Yeah, but you shouldn't say that about your Aunt Demetria.
You said she was a Bismarck.
Yeah, she is a pissmire. She's the biggest pissmire I know. You know what a pissmire is, son?
No.
It's an ant. It's one of the meanest ants that crawls, and your Aunt Demetria is a pissmire. But you mustn't say it. It makes your granny mad.
Why is Aunt Demetria so mean, Gramps?
Born that way.
Why was she born that way?
Well, it's like this, boy. Come here now. See, when your other Gramps was
What
alive...
Gramps?
Well, your other Gramps,
What other Gramps?
your mom's father. Didn't you know you had another Gramps? Everybody has two Gramps.
But I don't want another Gramps. Gramps, did you have another Pud?
Well, no, you're the only Pud I ever had.
Then you're the only Gramps I ever had.
All right, boy, all right. Let's see now. We call this other fella your grandfather. How's that?
I guess it's all right, Gramps.
All right, boy, all right. So, your grandfather had a lot of children, and the first one he had was your Aunt Demetria. Oh, that was a long time ago when your grandfather was a young buck and didn't have any sense at all and didn't do a very good job of it. Oh, yeah, botched it up all the way around. Then he had a lot of other children to practice on. You see, and then the last one he had was your mother. Oh, and there he did a real sweet job. Pretty nice, perfect job.
But he sure made a mess out of Aunt Demetria.
That's what I've been telling you, boy.
Julia!
Oh, hell.
Where's Hal, Gramps?
Why, the woodbine. Find it. Don't you touch it, boy.
Give me some.
Mm-mm.
Just a little taste.
Nope, you won't like it.
Please, Gramps, please.
All right, here, teach yourself.
Julian.
Oh, yeah, I warned you.
Drink it for Gramps.
Yeah, I drink it from my chest. I drink it because your granny's yelling and I gotta take that smelly old dog out for a
Well,
walk.
I like the way Betty smells.
Well, you're welcome to it, boy.
Now, when you two get together over some gimcrack, you are as deaf as a post.
Was you calling me, Miss Nellie? I didn't hear you.
None so deaf as those who don't want to hear.
All right, what do you want?
Oh, I hollered loud enough to wake the dead. Now, go to your grandpa, Betty.
I'll thank you not to claim kin to me with that bitch.
Julian.
Well, that's all she is. Nothing more, nothing less than a
I
bitch.
gotta go to bed.
There you are.
But I didn't teach him to say that, Miss Nellie.
Oh, turning your own grandson into a smutty mouth like
No, Miss
yourself.
Nellie, honest, I swear I never taught him to say
I
that.
never thought I'd live to see the day.
All right, come along, Petunia.
And a maid in Petunia.
All right, then come along, Sweet Pea.
I'll take her, Gramps. It's kind of hot for you to be out today.
Yeah, boy, you're right, it is. Well, thank you, boy. Go along with your uncle, Betty.
Am I your uncle?
Well, seems so.
That boy mimics everything you do. Hardly has a chance to be with his own father, and Jim's always so busy. First thing you know, that boy's going to grow up and be just like you.
Oh, well,
Is that what you want?
well, I want him to have more than I have, yeah.
Then you better set him an example. You gotta stop swearing and smoking that smelly pipe. Like you can never draw breath that ain't full of smoking and swearing. You better change your ways, Julian Northrop. If you don't, I'm gonna speak to Jim and Susan about sending Pud away to school.
But sending him away to school at his age?
Why, it'd be better for him than being around you so much.
There's no school that'll take him. He's too little.
Oh, yes, there is. Demetria knows the school.
Demetria. I should have known she was at the bottom of this. That old bird stuffer.
Now, Demetria's a fine Christian woman, and I won't hear a word against her.
She is a bird stuffer.
Oh, she's no such thing.
Oh, Miss Nellie, what are you always sticking up for Demi for? She's a bird stuffer and you know it.
Now, Demi has her faults, but she's a God-fearing woman, and she's warned Susan time and time again how you're poisoning Pud's mind. Now she's found a nice boarding school run by a Baptist woman.
A Baptist woman? I ain't sending Bud to no school run by no Baptist woman.
Then you better change your ways, Julia Northrop. You are a bad influence on the boy, and it's gotta be stopped. It's gotta be. Julian, what is a bird stuffer?
Well, it's just a bird stuffer.
Well, it must mean something.
No, it don't. Adam saw a dog and it looked like a dog, so he called it a dog. I saw Debbie and she looked like a bird stuffer, so I called her a bird stuffer. So she is a bird stuffer.
Sultry today, ain't it?
Yeah, hotter than a bull mink and mating season.
Now that I don't know about. Oh, guess we'll have another shower. I hope it won't spoil Susan's day. So seldom she goes with Jim on a case.
What you going with it for today?
Oh, why, just for the pleasure of being with them.
You remained up in the mountains. Remained up in the mountains.
Oh,
Remained up in the mountains.
Julian, I'm gonna go inside now. I don't feel so well today.
Oh, all right, Miss Nellie. I'll come in and lie down just as soon as Pud comes in. I feel kind of tired myself. Oh, eating fancy meals. Down from Western.
Mr. Julian Northrop, I believe.
What's that? I didn't catch it.
Most people don't hear me the first time.
But how in blazes could I hear you if I was asleep?
Are you sure you were asleep?
Well, I must have drowsed up all of a sudden. I felt kind of tired. Who are you? What do you want?
I request that you come with me,
Oh? Where are you going?
where the woodbine twineth.
Where the woodbine... Why, I just said that. I just made that up. It's what you say to a child. I ain't no child.
Aren't you?
No, look here, mister. Whoever the hell you are. What the hell is your name? What the hell are you doing
You
here?
may call me Mr. Brink.
Oh, Mr. Brink. Now look here, Mr. Brink. I wouldn't go with you to a rat fight, so now you know.
I'm sorry.
I don't like the way you snuck up here, and I don't like the way you talk.
I'm afraid that will have to be as it may be.
Oh, you are you? Well, maybe you better get the hell out of here. Oh,
You see, it's time for you to come with me.
no, I ain't going. I'm staying right there waiting for that boy. Now you go on, get off this property. Go on, get off my son's property. Now get out.
Julian!
Go on, go. Yeah.
Julian, who you shouting at that way?
Oh, yeah. There's a fella here a minute ago.
Well, where is he?
He's gone now.
Well, what do you want?
I don't recognize him.
You better come inside out of this heat, Julian.
Yeah. I guess I'd better, yeah.
Graham?
Oh, yeah, boy.
Graham? Who is that man?
Oh, you seen him, did you, son?
Sure, he was coming down the walk.
Oh.
Who was he?
Well, I don't rightly know, boy.
What did he want?
Well, he wanted me to go with him
Where?
where the woodbine twineth.
Oh, you mean hell.
Oh, we better both get inside out of this heat here, boy. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Marcia. I'll just keep it here till I need it.
How are you feeling today, Mrs. Northrup?
Won't be long before I'm flat on my back for good now.
Oh, you've got years and years left, Mrs. Northrup.
Don't know if I want years and years yet.
Anyway, where the hell's some more ink?
Here's some, Mr. Northrup.
Oh, thank you, Marcy. How did we ever find things before you came to live with us?
Granny, why do they put dead peoples in coffins?
Oh, Pud.
Oh, there, Miss Nellie. I told you not to talk about that anymore, boy.
But why do they, Gramps?
Because that's the way you take care of a pud. Now finish your story.
Yeah, it's all right, Miss Nellie. It's all right.
Oh, I don't know, Julian. I'm just so tired.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Now, everything's going to be all right. Yeah, everything's going to be all right.
Is it comfortable in a coffin?
Yes, boy, it's very comfortable in the coffin.
As comfortable as my bed?
Sure, of course it is. It's as comfortable as your bed. Now read your damn story.
Yes, Pud. It's very comfortable in a coffin.
My mama and papa are in coffins. They put them in the ground like this. Dear Lord, you know.
Oh, it's all right, Julian. Yes, Pud. Your mama and papa are both very comfortable.
My papa was a brave man, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, dear. Very brave.
He turned his automobile right off the road so he wouldn't hurt a little boy just like me.
That's right, darling.
But I must never forget that my dear mama and papa were taken from me, and I will never have any others. I'm an orphan.
Who told you that?
I'm Demetria.
There, that old...
Julian!
Well, telling something like that to the boy, the damned old hellion.
Julian, if you don't stop your swearing in front of the boy,
I'm gonna swear when I'm 9. Well, you said I could, Graham.
There. Did you tell that boy he could? Did you tell that boy he could? Who you writing to anyway, Julian?
Oh, Reverend Murdoch, he looked pretty shabby when he was preaching that funeral sermon. Yeah, I guess preaching don't pay what it used to.
Well, what are you writing him for?
Well, I'm going to send him a check for $50. Hey, well, there's a good deal, ain't it? Even if I say so myself.
Doing good deeds and leading a Christian life are two different things.
Oh, Gramps, if you do a good deed, you can make a wish, and it'll come true.
How's that?
If you do a good deed, you can make a wish, and it'll come true.
That's so, boy.
That's what my book says.
Oh, must be so then.
So make a wish, Gramps, make a wish, make a wish.
All right. Just as I think of a good one, boy. All right, yeah. Now, what do you think of this, Miss Nellie? Dear Reverend Murdoch, enclosed is a check for $50, for which please kindly send me one copy of the sermon you preached at the funeral of my son, James Northrop, M.D., and his wife, Susan. If you don't have it down on paper, maybe you wouldn't mind writing out the gist of the thing, which I thought was very good and proper and appropriate to the occasion. I hope the enclosed check will compensate you in some part for the trouble this will make you. Yours truly, Julia Northrop. Hope he doesn't take offense to that.
Oh, I don't think so, Julian.
No, I don't want to offend the old bastard.
Julian!
Sorry, I'll take it back.
I'm going to the toilet.
What?
I'm going to the toilet.
Well, you don't have to tell the neighbors about it. When you have to go, just get up quietly and go.
Yeah, just go and say you have to wash your hands, boy.
Go along, Pud. 'Twasn't an accident.
How's that?
'Twasn't an accident that killed Jim and Susan.
Of course it was, Miss Nellie. They turned over in their car.
God took Jim and Susan, Julian, as a warning to us. Julian, I heard the voice of God at the funeral. I was sitting there listening to the hymn, asking myself, why this cross had been put upon us? What had we done that was so bad? And suddenly it came to me. It was you.
Me?
Well, you and me both, Julian.
What are we doing that's so bad? I can't think of nothing. Unless you've been up to something.
I have, Julian. I've been closing my eyes to the way you've been ruining Pud. We can't raise a little boy all by ourselves. We're too old.
Of course we can. We'll raise him the same way we raised Jim. I'll teach him to cuss, and you teach him not to. Oh, he'll work out pretty good. He'll grow up fine. You'll see.
Oh, we've got to find some other way to raise that boy.
Ain't nobody gonna raise that boy but us.
Julian, the Lord said.
And the Lord be blowed. It was the voice of Demetrius.
Oh, no, it wasn't. It was the Lord.
It was Demetrius.
Oh, Julian Northrop, I know the difference between
Go to your grave.
Oh, come here, dear. Let's see. I'll get you all buttoned up nice and tight. There. Got a kiss for your granny? Oh, what's the matter, dear?
I've had too much ladies' arms around me lately.
Too many arms?
Too many arms. I'd like to have none arms around me for the while.
Oh, very well.
Well, you shouldn't say that to your granny. If she wants to kiss you now and then, you just let her do it.
She kisses awful wet.
What? Well, that don't cut no ice. Now listen, boy, I never want to see you smoke or hear you say dirty things, and above all, I never want to hear you swear.
Grant, somebody's stealing the apples again.
Damn it, the hell, where is he?
He's up on the tree.
Hey, you young shank post, you stay right up there and come that picture.
All right, Grant,
Now
he's
you
coming
stay
down.
there, I'm going to give you such a
All
tap.
right, Grant, he's getting away.
Wait, boy, wait.
Oh, Grant, he got away. He didn't wait.
Yeah, well, I swear. I wish anybody who climbed that tree would have to stay up there until I let him down.
Grant, you made a wish.
Yeah?
A wish. You just wish that anyone who climbed that tree would have to stay there until we let him down.
Yeah, a lot of good it'll do me.
Gee, I bet we catch one of those bad boys up there and keep him up there for 100 years. Maybe for 1,000,000 years.
Oh,
Maybe.
hello, Demi.
Oh, yeah.
Come right in.
Poor little Lammy, what's the matter? Is he still missing his mama and
Leave the
papa?
boy alone, for God's sake.
Oh, Julian.
Well,
Let me
poor
go.
little Lammy, there, your Aunt Dimitri understands. You must be
Leave the
afraid.
boy alone, I say.
Would you deny this child Christian comfort? His parents held me cold in their grave?
Christian comfort be damned, you
Come
old.
here, what?
I hate you.
All over there now, you know.
Come here to me, Pop.
Like Ellie will.
Look how I will.
Here.
See, you whited sepulcher.
What? Why did so? Why, you woman of Babylon, you.
Peacemeyer.
Yeah, all right, boy. Come along now, let's get out of this company.
You heard it, Nellie.
Oh, I never thought I'd live to see the day.
You heard when he called me. He called me.
I know Revelation 17:5. Don't say it, Demi.
I know I'm a nobody, Nellie. Maybe I'm no better than some folks say I am, but I'm certainly not.
Of course you're not. I don't know what Julian was thinking of.
And he said it right in front of that sweet little boy. But then, of course, it's none of my business.
Of course it's your business, Debbie.
No! I'd better stay home after this. I'm a downright nuisance.
Oh, you're nothing of the kind. Why, you're a dear, sweet Christian woman, and you shouldn't always be running yourself down. Why, you're the only God-fearing woman What? Maybe that's what the voice of God meant.
What?
I wonder if you shouldn't bring Pud up.
Me?
Wait, your own sister's child. You could bring him up the way God wants him to be brought up. Maybe that's what God meant.
Well, Nellie, I thought about it, but I couldn't afford to give Pod all the things he's been used to. That is, of course, unless Jim left a will or something like that.
Oh, yes, Debbie, Jim left a will.
Why, think of that. And how much that is. Is the little Lammy well taken care of?
Oh, yes, Debbie. Jim left $15,000.
15,000? Dear little Lammy. Well, Nellie, maybe you're right.
About what?
Maybe I should adopt Pud.
Adopt him?
I mean, if he has $15,000, I could afford to give him some of the things he's been used to.
Yes, but adopt him? Oh, I didn't exactly... Oh, you wouldn't have to adopt him, would you, Demi? I mean, I just sort of thought that he could live over there with you, and in the afternoons he could come over and be with Julian, and maybe you could come... No, I guess not. Julian and I better keep right on...
You mean you're going to go on letting Julian bring up Pud like a heathen?
Oh, I don't know, Debbie. I'm just so tired.
Would you like some more soda, Mrs. Northrup?
Oh, yes, Marcy. I still feel a bit rumbly down there.
Good afternoon, Miss Ripple.
Good afternoon. You don't mean to tell me you've got that Marcia Giles in this house?
Why, she came in to help after the funeral. Why? Good, straightforward girl, isn't she?
Well, her and that young Bill Murdoch, Reverend Murdoch's son.
Yes, Demi, and what about him?
Carrying on, just as brazen as you please. And you're allowing a person like that to be around where Pud is.
Oh.
Nellie Northrup.
Oh, I didn't know anything about it, Demi.
Well, you could have asked me.
Dead frog. Brand new. Beautiful specimen. Bud just found it.
How perfectly disgusting.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear you say that, Demi. I thought we might put you right up there next to him one of these days. It's all right, Miss Ellie. Don't hurry. Wife's underneath the barn waiting for me. I think we found a new kind of mushroom. I think it might be a Playhouse Australis.
Julian, be careful. That might be a toadstool.
Yep, that's what we're going to find out. Yes.
But Julian, wait a minute.
What is it?
It's about Marcia. I'm afraid we're going to have to get rid of her. It seems she's been carrying on with young Bill Murdoch.
Bill Murdoch? Good. Nice boy, Bill.
And you're allowing that kind of girl in your own home.
What do you mean, that kind of girl?
Why, she's nothing more than a common little
A
child.
liar.
Oh, don't speak to Demi that way. We don't know anything about
I
Marcia.
know all about her. I knew she was a nice girl the minute I saw her.
But Demi knows what she's talking about.
Well, tell me what you know. Tell me one thing.
I saw them right in the park.
And what were they doing right in the park?
Kissing like you never saw. It was enough to make your blood boil. And if they carry on like that in public, what must they do when they're alone?
Oh, Demi, maybe they just kiss.
So mad.
Oh, now you stop your swearing, Julian. Stop your
You don't
swearing.
stop listening to that old Helen. You're nothing but a plain fool.
Oh, don't you call me a fool, Julian.
I am disappointed in you, Miss Ellie. I am disappointed in you.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
There now. You tired yourself all out. I never should have told you about Marcia. Why, this is all my fault.
It did just right, Demi. It did just right. Oh,
Damn old Hellion even makes me fight with Miss Nellie.
he can't call me a fool, Demi. He can't say he's disappointed in me.
Well, I don't see why you stand for it. Now go on with your knitting. Are you going to speak to Marcia?
Oh, well, I don't know, Demi. If you just saw him kiss...
Nellie!
Oh, all right, Demi. Call to her. Ask her to make me a cup of tea.
Mr. Northrup, Pud's yelling for you to come out to the barn. He
Come
thinks
here, Marcy. What the devil you mean kissing men in the park?
What?
Don't you know it's a sin for girls to be kissing men in the park?
But I didn't. I didn't kiss men in the park. I only kissed one man in the park.
Well, what'd you kiss him in the park
Because
for?
we were in the park.
Well, next next time you bring him up here and kiss him.
What?
I say next time you bring that Bill Murdoch up here and kiss him. It's time we had a little more kissing around this house again. How the hell is Pud gonna learn about kissing if he don't ever see anything?
Oh, Mr. Northrup.
There. You're in love with me, ain't you?
Yes, we've been engaged all summer.
Yeah, I recognize the symptoms.
Bill's only got 1 year left at law school and we're going to be married. He got highest honors in his class last year.
Well, you just go and tell that to Miss Nellie and everything will be all right. And next time you and that Bill Murdoch are in the park and you see Demetria, you tell that Bill to give you a big smacker right in front of her, just like this.
Marcia,
Yes, Mrs. Ripple?
Mrs. Northrup would like another cup of tea. And after that, she has something to say to you.
All right, Miss Ripple.
Yeah, Marcia, you go and tell Miss Nellie that you're engaged and that Bill got the highest honors in his class. Everything will be all right.
All right.
All right?
Mr. Northrup?
Yes?
Bill only got next to highest honors in his class.
Well, you just tell her he got next to the highest honors in his class. David, next to his highest honors is good enough. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's a nice girl, that Marcy.
Gee, I wish Granny knit 2 bumps on the front of my sweater the way Marcy's got on hers.
I know there, boy. None of that. Not that there ain't something in what you say.
Oh, but I hate to do it. She needs the money so bad.
There's some things more important than money, Nellie.
Oh, maybe you're right. There, I want to finish this mitten. I was making them for Jim, and, well, Julian can use them now. And after my cup of tea, I could drop off for a spell.
That's just what you should do, Nellie.
Oh, I feel kind of funny. He don't mean everything he says. He's just a rough-spoken man, is all.
Who? Julian?
And he ain't a blasphemer either, not exactly. He doesn't sneer at religion. He just don't have no interest in it, is all.
Amounts to the same thing. Nellie, dear, do you think I should take Pud's things with me now?
Pud's thing?
Yes, and tomorrow morning I go down to Mr. Pilgrim's office and have the papers drawn up about the adoption and the will.
Now, see here, Demi, I didn't say anything about your adopting Pud. You're trying to put words in my mouth. I don't like the way you're acting.
Nellie Northrup, not 5 minutes ago you told me I should bring Pud up.
Well, I just wondered about it, Debbie.
You said it, Nellie.
Well, if I did, I was wrong. I can see that now. Now, I don't like the way you acted. Oh, dear.
And I don't think about it anymore.
Oh, Debbie, will you ask Julian to come inside? I want to see him.
There's a boy at your apple tree.
Oh, apples are nice and ripe now.
Those nasty brats deserve a good whipping stealing other people's property.
Julian never catches them. He stops bellowing real loud and giving them plenty of time to get away.
Well, I bet I can catch him next to the
Oh,
feet.
now don't forget to ask Julian to come inside for a minute. I want to see him.
You there, come down out of there. I see you.
I'm not doing anything.
You're just a thief. That's what you are.
I didn't take any apples.
You good for nothing. You come down out of there this minute.
I can't.
Well, you got up there all right.
My pants is caught behind.
Either you come down out of there or I'll have the law on you.
I'm not doing anything. I didn't take any apples.
You come down out of there. I'll teach you how to trespass.
You'll do what?
There's a boy up this apple tree.
Yeah, no, but you're gonna teach him.
Well, I should think you'd like to thank me for catching a trespasser for you.
And how is you fixing to teach him not to trespass?
Well, I'll give him a good sound whipping. That's what I'll do.
Oh, you would you? Well, I'm glad to hear that, Demi. Because there just so happens to be 2 trespassers, and I think I'll just begin on the one that's ahead here.
Don't be silly.
Hit her, Gran. Hit her on the throat.
You little rat.
Come on, get off my property.
All right, Julian Northrup. Maybe you'll find out whose property this is someday.
There, you'll find out I can take care of my own.
Sometimes the law has something to say about things.
Oh, he did. Yeah. All right, whose boy are you?
Judge Martin,
Why are you stealing my apple?
I'm hungry.
What's the matter? Don't your folks give you nothing to eat?
Yes, sir.
Ah. So you're apple hungry, huh?
Yes, sir.
Well, why don't you come out of there?
I can't.
What do you mean you can't?
My britches is caught.
Your bridges is caught.
Gramps, you wish he can't come down. He can't come down. He can't come down.
You want to do your bridges, you come down out of there as fast as you can. Now come on
Yes,
down.
sir, I'm coming. My
All right.
britches is loosened. Aw, Gramps, why'd you let him unloosen his britches? We could have kept him up there for 1,000,000 years.
Well, that wouldn't have been very nice, would it, boy? Now listen, you. I don't want to hear you sneaking around here again. Next time you want some apples, you walk up to that door and you ask me for some. Will you do that?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay.
Like heck he will.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, now you boys cut that out. Get off of him, Prod. Come on, boy. Now here. Go on, get along with it now.
Thanks, Mr. Northrup.
Yeah, it's all right.
Aw, Gramps, what'd you stop us for? I had him practical lick.
Well, I saw that, boy. I saw that. Well, those apples would be pretty bitter for him because he didn't steal them.
Boost me up, Gramps. Boost me up.
Boost you up. Oh, my God, boy, you are a full-time job. We don't have to steal. All right, up you go, boy.
Now, you know I can't get down until you let me.
Well, I guess that's right, boy. That's what I said.
You wish nobody would come down until you let him.
Yeah.
That was your wish.
My Lord, and this booby-doop, you sure do beat the trolley cars. That's right.
Well, I
boy.
can't come down either.
Yeah.
I hope you won't keep me up here too long, Gramps.
Well, let's see now. I might keep you up there all week, or maybe for 100 years. Depends on how I feel. Yep.
Here's your tea, Mrs. Northrup.
Oh, just set it down, Marcy.
Is something wrong?
Wrong? No, nothing's wrong. I'm just kind of tired. I'm going to drop off to sleep in a minute. Oh, Marcy, there's something I'm supposed to talk to you about. No, what was it? Oh dear, I've forgotten. Couldn't have been very important. Oh, Marcy.
Yes, Mrs. Northrup?
Marcy, always see that Julian has his pipe. Will you do that?
Yes, Mrs. Northrup?
You're a good girl, Marcy. Now you can go back to what you're doing.
Don't you think you've done enough?
Is that you, Julian?
No, not Julian.
Oh, who is it then?
It's Mr. Brink. You seem rather tired.
I am kind of tired, Mr. Brink.
I thought so. Well, you're to come with me now.
Come with you? Mr. I don't know any Mr. See here, what call you got to come butting in here like this?
I usually come to bedrooms. It's so much more comfortable
What is?
to come with me.
Well, why would anyone go with you?
It's customary.
Oh. Well, you better sit down and wait. You needn't think I'll stir till I finish this mitten. I'm narrowed off at the top now.
Yes, I know you are.
Oh, what do you know about knitting?
I don't mean the mitten, I mean you.
Oh, what a fool thing to say. Don't you know a lady from a mitten?
Yes, I know a lady from a mitten.
Now, don't go away. I've got to finish this job for my son Jim. When he goes up to Gainesville, he says, won't anything keep his hands warm but a pair of my mittens? Those bought things you get at the store, why, they're no good. A doctor has to be out in all kinds of weather, you know.
He won't need them this year.
Huh? What do you know about it?
Oh, I know many things.
I wager I could show you a thing or two about knitting.
No doubt. Are you ready now?
Now, just a minute, I'm almost finished. There. That's about got it. Now, don't that red stripe look well with the gray?
Excellent, my dear, excellent. Come now.
Well, I think I'll go over to Millbar Park and pick up some more specimens for our collection.
Well, now I'm coming down, Gramps.
Oh, you can't, boy. You can't until I let you down. Remember? Now I'm going to go right over there, boy. Goodbye.
Wait, I'll come with you. Gramps, I can't let loose.
Of course you can't. I got you under my magic spell. You can't get loose until I tell you.
But honest, I can't, Gramps.
Of course you can't. You can't go breaking my magic spell.
Let me down, Gramps. Let me down, please. My arms are tired.
All right.
Let me go.
All right, boy. All right, boy. All right, let go. Come on down. Oh, yeah, boy, what's the matter? What's the matter, boy?
I couldn't let go.
Well, of course you could.
No, I couldn't, Gramps. My hands wouldn't move.
I thought we was just fooling.
I was fooling at first, but then my hands wouldn't move. The tree was holding me.
By golly, boy, you sure do give a person the creeps sometimes. Doggone if I don't believe you actually thought that tree was holding you.
It was, Gramps. It was.
Oh, that old apple tree couldn't hold anybody.
Yes, it could, Gramps. You wished it could.
Mr. Northrup, come quick!
What?
Mr. Northrup!
What?
Mr. Northrup!
What is it? What?
Mr. Northrup,
Oh, hello, Marcy.
supper's nearly ready. Time you got washed.
All right, Marcy.
Miss Ripple was just over again.
Oh, she was?
She's been over every day since the funeral. She keeps asking about your health.
Damned old hellion just waiting for me to die, ain't she?
Mr. Northrup, you've got to take better care of yourself. Well, if you don't eat any more than you have in the last week, you've got to keep your strength
All
up.
right, Marcy, all right. Thank you, Marcy.
Your pud seems awfully lonesome lately, too.
But
He doesn't seem himself at all.
he does.
Whenever you don't eat, he barely eats a mouthful either.
Yeah, that's what she said. He mimics everything you do, she said.
That's right, he does.
Oh, Marcy, if I only gotten there in time.
Don't take it so hard, Mr. Northrup.
We had words before she died, and I didn't get a chance to take them back and say I was sorry.
She understood.
She died and she didn't forgive me. She died and she didn't forgive me.
Mr. Northrup, she would have forgiven you for anything. I almost forgot.
Gramps? Gramps?
Oh, boy.
You want to sit down here, too?
Well, sure. I don't see why you shouldn't.
I think I should.
Yeah. Oh, boy. But I've suffered a little while.
I'm not hungry.
Yeah. You gotta eat, boy. You're hungry enough.
Why?
You gotta keep up your strength. You see, boy, there's only me and you left now, boy. Only me and you. And we gotta stick together.
You're damn right.
Oh, you shouldn't cuss, boy.
Why shouldn't I? You say that.
Well, I shouldn't either. Your granny didn't like it. Let's say you and me turn over a new leaf.
What for?
Well, your Aunt Demetria keeps saying I'm bad for you, and maybe that would keep her from trying to get you.
Oh, we'll kill her.
Oh, by the Lord, Harry, sometimes I wish we could.
We'll kill her, and we'll put her in the ground. We'll lower the...
Hush, boy. Hush, boy.
What's the matter, Gramps? Are you sick?
Growing pains, I guess, boy. Growing pains.
Here's your pipe, Mr. Northrup.
Oh, my pipe, Marcy? I don't believe I can smoke it. Thank you, Marcy. You see, my throat hurts a little, and, yeah, well, I don't think I'll ever smoke it anymore. She didn't like it.
But she did, Mr. Northrup. I know she did.
Oh, no. Miss Nellie said it was a dirty habit, and I guess I agree with her.
But she told me I should always keep your pipe filled.
Miss Nellie what? When?
Just before she died. I took her in a cup of tea and she caught hold of my arm and said, wait, I remember her exact words. She said, Marcy, see that Julian always has this pipe.
Oh, Marcy, you're not making this up just to make me feel good, are
No,
you?
Mr. Northrup, I couldn't do that.
Oh, give me that pipe.
Does it taste good, Gramps?
Better than anything I know.
I'll go finish supper.
Why does your hand wiggle so when you light the pipe, Gramps?
I guess I haven't been keeping up my strength. See, I feel kind of shaky.
Good evening.
Oh, it's you again. What the hell you want?
You.
Can a fella shut his eyes without you butting in?
I thought perhaps you'd like to come with me now.
No, I ain't going with you. I'm gonna stay right here, and I'm gonna stay right here with the boy. Yeah, well, you're about as welcome around here as a fly on a currant bun, so now you know.
Your similitudes are a trifle earthy, but your meaning is clear.
My similitudes? What kind of talk is that?
Sure, what kind of talk is that? He sure talks funny, doesn't he,
Yeah,
Gramps?
now go on, get out of here, get off my property.
Now, let's not be difficult about it. Your wife was so charming to me.
Miss Nettie? Is she well?
Sorry, I can't tell you that. Only that she has changed.
Oh, Miss Nellie changed. That's what you think?
My dear man, let's not argue the point. And this time you can't fight me away. Come now.
No.
Come now, come.
No.
Now, you're being difficult again. It's so easy and so pleasant. Now, don't worry. Look at me.
No. Oh, just a minute, please, Mr. Brink. I'd like to have one last apple before I go.
Oh, all right.
You wouldn't like to get it for me, would you?
Curious request. Why not? This one or this one?
I don't want none of them. I got up that tree and I'm there until I let you down. My golly, boy, I think we have. I believe we have.
You there, come here.
Yes, ma'am.
Has Mr. Northup told any of you men why he's building his fence?
Not exactly, ma'am. To keep people away from this here tree.
Why?
Says if we touch it, we're in danger.
Danger of what?
I'm not sure, ma'am, but I think he said we're in danger of our lives.
It's very interesting. He told me too.
I got a call from
Ah, Dr. Evans, Mr. Pilbeam, how do you do?
Hello, Miss Ripple.
Julian is out back burying his dog.
What does he want us for?
He doesn't want you, gentlemen. It was I who asked you to come up. I want you to meet someone.
Who?
A friend of Julian's, Mr. Brink.
I'm rather busy right now, Miss Ripple.
I appreciate that, Doctor, but I thought you'd like to meet this friend of Julian's.
Well, all right. Where is he?
Just at the moment. He's up in the apple tree.
Where did you say he was?
Right up in that apple tree.
I don't see anyone up there.
Oh, no, you can't see him. He's invisible.
What?
He's invisible. You see, a short while after Julian got Mr. Brink up there, Betty, the old dog, saw him and barked at him. Well, Mr. Brink didn't like that, so he became invisible. And right after that, Betty touched her nose to that tree and dropped over dead. Julian caught her burying her now.
What is this anyway? Is this some kind of a joke, Miss Ripple?
What would you say if I told you I believed it was the gospel truth?
I'm afraid I'd say you were crazy.
I would be crazy, wouldn't I? And what if I told you that Mr. Brink is a man, just like yourself, who goes around taking people away with him when it's time for them to die? Now, if I told you that, you'd surely say I was crazy, wouldn't you?
I'd say you were positively nuts, Miss Ripple.
Yeah. Well, I don't believe it. But Julian does.
Oh, come on, Miss Ripple. What kind of a story is this?
A short while ago, I happened to be passing by and I saw some pieces of fence being unloaded from a truck. Well, naturally, I stopped in to see what was going on. And Julian told me that they were building this fence to keep people away from this tree because anyone who touched it would die.
Die?
Not only that, touching the tree is the only way anyone can die. There is no more death in the world, Mr. until Julian lets Mr. Brink come down.
See here, Miss Ripple, you don't really think Northrop believes this.
Julian is an old man, and he's been through a great deal lately. I think it's perfectly obvious what has happened. His mind has suddenly snapped. Julian Northrop is as crazy as a loon.
No, I saw him just the day before yesterday. He's as sane as any man could be. He's just an old joker. I've known him for years.
You have, Dr. Evans. And Mr. Pilbeam has been his lawyer for years. That's why I've asked both of you to come up. I'm not asking you to take my word for it. I'm simply asking you to speak to Julian and find out that what I'm telling you is the truth.
Northrop should be insane. You'd have to take putted cars, wouldn't you, Miss Ripple?
Naturally, I'm the next of kin.
Ha! That's what I thought.
What do you mean? You don't think I'm making this up about Julian?
I really don't know what to think, Miss Ripple.
Ever since Nellie Northrop died, you tried to stop me from adopting Pud, even though I told you that was her dying wish.
I simply said that no court of law would ever believe you.
I guess a court of law would feel differently about it if they realized that boy is being raised by a maniac. I'll be frank with you, Mr. Pilbeam. I intend to get that boy out of this insane man's house before something terrible happens. Tonight, if possible. There is a way of taking care of these cases immediately, isn't there?
Well, yes, I'll tell you, Miss Ripple, I'm not a psychiatrist, but if I should happen to think Northrop's crazy, I'll talk it over with Grimes. He's the head of the asylum.
You'll talk it over with him tonight?
When a person's insane, you don't usually let him run around loose.
Thank you, Dr. Evans. I'll just have the workmen go ahead and finish the fencer.
Hey, you there? What the hell do you mean getting so close to that tree? Didn't I tell you to stay away from that tree in peril of your life?
Yeah, what the hell's the idea?
Yeah, go on now, get the rest of that truck unloaded. Get the fence off that truck. Now get a move on there.
Get a move on?
Yeah.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah. Well, now what in tarnation are you doing here again? I thought I told
Oh,
you.
I'm just so excited about it all, Julian.
Yeah, and Evans and Pilbeam, huh? So you went ahead and told them all about it, didn't you?
No, I
Even
haven't.
after I told you not to.
I haven't told them anything at all.
Yes, she told us all about it, about the tree, the fence, Mr. Brink, everything.
Yeah, I might have known it. I might have known it.
Well, what about it, Northrop? What's the answer?
Well, it's the truth, Evans. It's as true as I'm standing here.
You mean there's someone sitting up in this tree?
Yep.
And nobody in the world can die anymore.
Nobody in the world can die until I say so. Unless they touch that tree or one of them apples or Mr. Brink himself.
You're not serious about this, Northrop.
Of course he is, Doctor. Aren't you, Julian?
All right, what are you up to anyway?
Nothing, Julian. I'm just doing what I
I just don't want you to go telling anybody else about Mr. Brink. I got him up there now, and now I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with him.
Well, you don't think you'd be able to keep a thing like this quiet, do you, Julian?
Look here, Northrop. Can you talk to this Mr. Brink?
Well, sure I can talk.
Have you talked to him since you got him out there?
No, haven't had time.
Well, I wish you'd talk to him now.
What for? So you could hear him?
Well, I just thought perhaps if you tried talking to him, you'd realize he's no longer up there.
Oh, he's up there, all right.
Julian, do try to make him talk. I would love to hear that.
Oh, you would you? Well, by golly, Dimitri, I think I'll let you. I think I'll let Ollie hear him. Mr. Brink? Mr. Brink? Oh, Mr. Brink, can you hear me if I don't shout?
Sir?
You see, he called me sir.
There, he thinks there's somebody answering.
I'm sorry I haven't had more of a chance to talk with you.
Perhaps I shouldn't say it, but I'm not extremely upset by that.
You're not mad at me, are you?
I think I might justifiably be allowed some slight irritation.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have put you up there if I didn't have a damn good reason. Yeah, I put you up there to keep Demi from getting her hands on the boy and the money his father left him.
I appreciate that your motive was probably sincere.
Well, I got a good idea. Maybe it'll resolve the business of her trying to get Pud. All right, now you stand right out there, here. All right. Mr. Brink, you see this old battle axe here? Her name is Demetria Riffle. You haven't got anything on your schedule there about when you're supposed to snuff her out?
Riffle. There's no such name that has come to my attention yet.
Oh, well, you're staying up there until it's time for you to come down and exterminate her.
My dear man, that may be a very long time yet. There's no telling how long that woman may hang on.
Well, that's the way it's going to be.
But for me to stay here any length of time might be considered by my superior as a considerable dereliction of duty.
Well, I can't help that. Them's the terms.
Ah, well, I was afraid of that. Very well. Since you and your tree are so tenacious, I shall have to sit here and wait for Miss Riffle's call.
Well, do you think you can hold out that long?
My dear man, a human life is like the twinkling of an eye to me.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it is. Well, all right, Mr. Brink. Well, there you are.
Julian, I'm sorry for you. I really am.
Sorry for me? You heard what Mr. Brink said, didn't you?
No, I didn't hear this thing in the tree say anything.
Oh, you didn't? You heard him, didn't you, Philby?
I'm sorry, Northrop, I didn't.
Evans?
No, Northrop, I didn't.
Marcy? Well, now, what the hell's the matter with me? Am I going nuts or something?
It's probably just some sort of a dream or something, Northrop. You'll probably get over it in a few days and be all right again.
Well, didn't anybody hear what he
He
said?
said that human life was like the twinkling of an eye to him.
Oh, my God, it's just what he said. Just what he said, Bud. A dream, huh? What else did he say, boy?
Well, he said he'd have to stay up there because you and your tree was so It was another one of those funny words, Graham.
Tenacious.
Do you see what he's doing to this boy?
Just what he said, huh? Now, where does that leave you?
Well, I guess I'm too dull to hear.
Yeah, well, that must be it. You must be all too dull to hear.
Yes, I'll bet that's it.
Yeah.
I want to show you something, Northrop.
And what are you up to, Evans?
I'm going to eat an apple for you.
Oh, darn fool, that's all I've been telling you about the apples. Oh, you move toward that tree one more time, and I'm going to bring you.
All right, Northrop. Let me up. I won't go near the tree.
Oh, darn fool, you trying to commit suicide?
All right, Northrop. I just wanted to make sure you weren't joking. Are you going to be home a little later this evening?
Of course I am.
Well, I may be over to talk some more about this.
All right, Evans, all right.
Thanks. Well,
I gotta go.
Wait, I'll go with you.
bye, Northrop.
Yeah, goodbye, Evans. I'm sorry I had to rough you up a little bit there.
That's all right.
Yeah, and don't worry about none of your patients dying for quite a while yet.
All right. Goodbye, Northrop.
All right, bye. All right, here we go, boy. Let's get back to work.
Why
Back to
don't
work.
they hear Mr. Brink?
I don't know, boy. They must be too busy or something.
Oh, my dear man, that isn't the reason at all.
Oh, hello, Mr. Brink. Why is it that only Pud and I can hear you then?
I won't go into it now if you don't mind.
Oh, all right. One thing I'd like to know, though.
Well,
You don't think they'll hold it against Pud what I'm doing, do you?
I have neither the inclination nor the authorization to dispense information relevant to your inquiry.
He talks when he does, he Graham.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to take the chance then, huh? Well, say goodbye to Mr. Brink, boy.
Bye, Brink.
Can't you say Mr. Brink?
Goodbye, Mr. Brink. Excuse me.
That's all right. Goodbye, Bud.
Well, come on, boy. We gotta finish that fence by tonight.
We gotta work like hell to do it, though, Graham.
Like hell to do it.
The king of Macedonia wore his crown upon his seat. Hey, Gramps!
How's that?
The king of Macedonia wore his crown upon his seat.
Oh, you don't say. Where did you learn that?
In Sunday school,
Oh, but I don't recall that particular passage myself, boy. You don't by any chance mean the king of Macedonia?
I guess I mean the king of Massachusetts.
That's probably it. So why did he wear his crown upon his seat for?
He just wanted to sit on it. They're doing a pretty good job of that fence, Gramps.
Yeah, I reckon they'll finish it by morning. Yeah. Oh, what on earth did you do to your thumb?
I heard it when I was building the fence, but Marcy put a heap of tape on it, so I guess it's all right.
Heap of tape, boy. Heap of tape. Yep, adhesive tape will fix anything.
How long before Dr. Evans is coming over, Gramps?
He ought to be along any minute now.
Safety, safety, safety,
How's that?
safety,
What on earth is that?
just safety.
Where on earth did you hear that word?
I thought of it myself. I was thinking of a boat sinking and of a pea, so I said safety.
What could be more natural?
Say it, Gramps.
Why would I want to say a fool thing like that for?
Please, Gramps, say it.
St. Pete.
Say it louder.
St. Pete. St. Pete, St. Pete, St. Pete.
What's that, Mr. Northrop?
Hello, Marcy. Hello, Marcy. All right, boy. Time for bed. Over, Marcy. Good night, boy.
Next, Gramps, I'll see you early in the morning.
All right, boy. Sleep tight. I'll let Dr. Evans see you tomorrow.
Marcy, I sleep at my top tonight.
Of course you will, darling.
I should have done it that hours ago.
Well, come on in, Evans.
Hi.
Here. Mr. Grimes, glad to make your acquaintance.
Yeah.
Well, sit down, Evans. Sit down, Mr. Grimes. Have a nip?
Haven't got time for that, Northrop. As a matter of fact, I was just telling Mr. Grimes about Mr. Brink and the tree.
What do you want to go doing that for?
Well, he's very interested.
Don't you suppose he believe he's up there, huh?
Sure, I believe you. I just thought you could come along with me and we could talk it over for a while. There's another fella I'd like you to meet and he wants to talk it over with you too.
Well, it's this way, Mr. Grimes. You see, I don't want any more people knowing about this until I find some way of proving it. This is a hard thing to make people believe. Ain't everybody can hear Mr. Brink when he talks, you see. So I figure that if we don't...
What the hell's the use? Now get this straight, will you? I'm taking you to the state insane asylum.
Taking me to the insane Demetria.
Well, it's this way, Northrop.
Where is Demi? Where is she?
She's outside in the car.
I'm waiting for Bud.
It's just for observation, Northrop, and she'll just keep Pud until you get back.
Sure. Now you come along and do as you're told. Soon you'll get better, and then you can come home again.
Ain't nothing wrong with me, Mr. Grimes.
Now we're gonna find that out.
Honest, there ain't nothing wrong with me.
Now, are you gonna come along like a nice fellow, or do I have to put a straitjacket on you?
Sort of looks like I got it, don't it? Well, I just run upstairs to take a bite of Bud.
No, you'll see Pud in the morning. We'll bring him by the asylum.
Better come along, Northrop.
Yeah, well, perhaps I might as well.
Sure, now come along, let's get going.
Sure, I'll go along with you, Mr. Grimes. Yeah, I'll march right up to that nut house and surprise him.
Surprise him, that's the way.
Yeah. Surprise the hell out of him to see how easy I come along.
That's a great idea.
All right, come on.
Let's get going, all right.
No, wait.
What's the matter now, Northrop?
Gotta have my badge like I wear in parades. I'm a veteran, you know.
Fine. Couldn't march without that badge now, could you?
No, sirree.
It's all knowing how to handle them. Sometimes you gotta humor them, but then sometimes you gotta be tough.
Yeah, here it is. I was afraid I might have left it upstairs. Now that...
Put that down, Northrop. Yeah, put that gun down now.
You know you gotta humor a crazy person. And since you both made up your minds that I'm crazy, you can understand it would drive me wild if you didn't humor me.
Now, be careful, Northrop. You're going to get yourself into trouble, and this is no way out of it.
Yeah, it's the only way I can think of at the moment. Now listen, I ain't going to no bughouse.
Listen, Northrop.
I ain't going to no bughouse, and I ain't going to let that sheep cat get by. Now, it seems that I got to prove what I've been saying about a certain Mr. Brink ain't no poppycock.
Listen, you can prove that to us later.
Listen, wait a minute. That your medicine kit?
Yes?
What do you got in that kit?
Lots of things.
Well, you got enough poison to kill a fly?
Well, of course, but...
Listen, Northrop, you can kill all the flies you want when we take you up to the asylum.
Yeah, you call that playing to kill a fly? Yeah, consider it playing if a man is willing to risk his freedom on a fly?
What's a fly got to do with it?
Well, I'll make a bargain with you, and you'd best take it, because if you don't, I'm liable to go wild as hell.
Well, what's the bargain, Northrop?
All right, Aaron, you pick out the worst poison you got in that bag and put it in a tumbler. Then you catch a fly and put that fly in the poison. If that fly dies, I'll give myself up to you, to the police, to anyone. Go to the insane asylum, anything you say. Well?
If the fly dies, you'll come along with us without making any trouble?
I promise. Hope to die, cross my heart.
Well,
it's the easiest way, Mr. Grimes.
oh, all right.
Yeah. All right. Now, you get the poison. I'll get the tumbler. And Mr. Grimes, you can catch the fly.
The fly. He's crazy, raving crazy.
Looks like it. But don't think he won't use that gun. I know the old boy.
All right, we'll let him play with the fly, but do you think he'll keep his word, though?
I think he will.
The word of a nut?
Well, what do you want to do? Take the gun away from him?
No hurry. Let him take as long as he needs.
Of course now, a bet ain't a bet unless it cuts both ways. If the fly lives, you gotta swear I'm sane.
I don't know about that, Northrop.
Don't worry, I know damn well I can kill a fly.
No, you can't.
If I can't kill a fly, I'll quit medicine. You'll agree to this, won't you, Grimes?
Oh, all right.
You swear?
Yes, Northrop, we swear.
Sure, you can count on us.
Right now, where's the fly? All right, now you put the poison in the tumbler. Oh, biz. Don't get nervous, little fly. You'll be flying around just as good as new pretty soon.
You're the funniest one I've ever seen, Northrop.
Yeah, I guess I am.
All right, here's enough poison to kill a horse. And there's your fly.
Not much of a swimmer, is he? Huh? Well, just leave him in there. Let him get a good bellyful. Well, you've been practicing medicine for 30 years, ain't you, Evans?
About that?
You still think you can kill a fly?
I've always thought I could, Northrop.
Well, we live and learn, Evans. We live and learn.
All right, he's had time enough.
Yeah. Looks kind of sick, don't he?
If I saw anything deader, I don't know what it is.
He's dead, Northrop.
And don't tell us we don't know when something's dead.
Wait a minute. Give this fly a chance. You can't come to yourself all of a sudden, you know?
You're a tough one, Northrop. You're tough, but crazy.
Well, I think you'll come along now. All right, Northrop, a bet's a bet.
Well, I'll be damned.
Come on now, put down the gun.
Wait a minute. He moved. Look. He's drunk as a lord, but we didn't say nothing about that. He's moving right across that damn piece of paper.
I'll be damned. I'll be Good God! What is this, Northrop?
You didn't give him enough poison, Evans.
I gave him enough poison to kill a million flies.
Something went wrong.
You saw the fly and the poison yourself.
Well, I guess that proves what I've been saying about that Mr. Brink, don't it?
To hell with that. Put down the gun, Northrop.
Now, wait a minute.
Put the gun down now. I don't know what kind of a trick this
Wait a
is.
minute, you promised him,
I
Grimes.
came to get him, and by God, I'm going to.
You mean you still don't believe it after I proved it to
You
you?
crazy bastard.
And you're not going to keep your word, huh?
No way.
Well, by God, there's another way of proving it, and I'm going to use that other way right now.
For God's sakes, Northrop, what are you
Now, listen,
thinking?
Evans, I'm going to make another experiment, and I want you to be a witness to it.
He's crazy.
What are you
as
gonna
hell.
do,
He's
Northrop?
dangerous.
Evans, if a man is shot right through the belly at this close range, he'd die, wouldn't he?
Good God, man, with that gun.
Wouldn't he?
Well, of course he would, but you can't try with it. No!
No, don't worry, he ain't going to die.
You crazy fool, he'll be dead in an hour.
Mr. Brink, you stay up there, Mr. Brink. Because if you come down now, by God, I'm in one hell of a fix.
Good morning, Dr. Evans. I didn't know you were here.
Good morning, Marcia.
Yeah, he's eating breakfast. I'll tell him you're here. He'll be right out.
Yes, you do that.
Is something wrong, Dr. Evans?
No, I've been up all night.
Is that a mouse, Dr. Evans?
Yes, Marcia, that's a mouse.
Ew.
Hello? Hello up there? Hello? Hello?
Feeling all right?
Well, of course. Why?
Oh, just wondering. What'd you want to see me about?
I thought I might need you.
Oh, I hear they didn't lock Northrop up last night.
That's right.
How's that?
He isn't crazy.
What?
He's not crazy.
Oh, okay. What do you got there?
Fishbowl.
Going fishing?
Been fishing.
Catch much? Well, that's a mouse.
Yeah, that's a mouse.
What the hell is the matter with you, Evans?
What do you mean, what's the matter?
Well, you got me out of bed.
Take it easy, Toby. Don't get excited. We've got to keep our heads because something's happened that'll turn this whole world upside down unless we can stop it. And you've got to help me.
What?
Northrop shot Grimes last night, Pilby.
My God.
Shot him right through the belly. He had internal hemorrhages and it was an hour before I get into the hospital.
What did he shoot him for?
He was experimenting.
He was experimenting?
Wait a minute. Grimes is all right.
All right.
He's practically well. That's the trouble. According to everything I know about medicine, Grimes should have died last night, but he didn't. Plenty of things should have died last night, but they didn't. I've been up all night trying to kill something. I've experimented on everything I can get my hands on. Bugs, insects, I've tried to kill every stray cat or dog I could find. I couldn't kill a damn thing except that mouse. And you know how I killed it, Pilbeam? I tied it to the end of this fishbowl and touched it to that tree.
Well, Evans, you have been up all night.
Oh, for God's sakes, man. You don't happen to see anything up there, do you?
Well, of course not.
Hear anything?
Not a rustle.
Neither do I. But if something's up there, by God, it's got to come down. It's got to come down. And you've got to help me.
Evans, are you starting?
Howdy, Evans. Howdy, Toby.
Hello, Richard.
How's Grimes doing?
Seems to be doing all right.
Glad to hear that. Nasty accident. Well, sit down. What can I do for you?
Seems I owe you an apology, Northrop.
No, you don't. You're a doctor, and I wouldn't have any respect for you if you believed that first thing. I'm interested in it, Bill Bean.
Yeah, quite interesting.
Yeah. Real nice chap, that Mr. Brink. Real friendly.
Thank you very much.
Oh, good morning, Mr. Brink. Didn't know you were up yet.
Oh, yes, I've had a lovely morning. I've had a mouse in my face.
What you been up to, Evans? Have you been shoving a mouse in my friend Brink's face?
My God, how did you know about that?
Well, he just told me just now.
Well, I've got to go.
Wait a minute, Pilbeam.
I've got a hell of a lot of work. I gotta get back to the office.
Stick around, Pilbeam.
Yeah, stick around. Stick around. This is a special occasion. In fact, this is the morning Debbie figured I'd be in the nut house. But here I am, feeling pretty good. And Pud's feeling pretty spry this morning. And Mr. Brink seems pretty pert. Everybody's feeling just fine except Debbie. God bless her.
Northrop,
Yeah?
there's a man in my hospital who's been suffering for 10 years. He's in constant pain.
Sorry, Evans.
Day before yesterday, I decided to operate on him. The operation wasn't successful. He's in more pain now than he ever was.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Evans. Very sorry.
I expected him to die last night. I hoped he would. There's a nice old lady up in 2C, Mrs. Trenner. You remember her?
Yeah, the lady used to have all the dogs.
Yeah?
Yeah, I forgot all about her.
Everybody has. She's been up there 6 years, in bed. She hasn't got much left. Only one idea. To die. And this is what's happening in just one small hospital, you know? In a small town, there are two in Gainesville. There are several million in the world, aren't there? Full of people just like that.
Well, I'm sorry for those people. I'm sorry for all of them. But if you're hitting for me to let Mr. Brink come down, you're off on the wrong track.
What do you think's going to happen in the next few days, Northrop, when people figure out there's no more death?
But it's not true.
No more death. Think about that. Nobody died last night, nobody's going to die tonight or tomorrow night. No more death until Northrop says there is. What do you think about that?
Well, it's absurd.
That's right. It's absurd. 5 years from now, this world will be so overcrowded it won't be fit to live in. Think of the disease.
I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if the whole world goes to hell. I got Brink up there and he's going to stay up there till I let him down.
He can't, Northrop. You've got to let him down.
Why should I? I'm thinking about putting myself.
Who the hell are you?
I'm the fella that put him up there and he's going to stay up there until I feel damn good and ready to let him come down.
Well, I've got to get back to the office. I still got a hell of a lot of work to do. Goodbye, Evan. Goodbye, Northrop. Goodbye, Mr.
Now look here, Evan. I ain't afraid to go. I ain't afraid of dying. It might be real pleasant to see what's coming up next. But you see, there's Bud. And I gotta stick around in case he needs me.
Northrop, you ever seen a man 110 years old?
Well, yeah, I saw one nearly that old. Old Fred Brown's father. Oh, poor devil. What the hell are you driving at?
I was just thinking. By the time Pud's a young man, you'll be getting near that age yourself.
No. If I saw myself getting like that old guy, I'd have Mr. Brink come down and take me.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
You wouldn't be able to see yourself getting like that. You'd be too far gone by then. You might even forget Mr. Brink was up there. You've got to let him down, Northrop.
Well, I don't want to be a nuisance to Pud.
You have got to let Mr. Brink come down today. I'm warning you, I'll do everything I can to make you. You better think it over. I'll be back in an hour. And, thanks for not letting me eat that apple yesterday.
You can have one now if you want it.
No thanks. Goodbye.
Yeah, goodbye, Evan.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Brink, if I let you come down out of there, you're bound and determined you're going to take me, ain't you?
You will be the first.
Well, I thought so. There's no way of getting out of that, is there?
None.
Oh, I didn't think so, yeah.
It would seem to me that you had got out of a great deal already.
Well, I just wondered, that's all. I just wondered. Don't get upset. Don't get upset. Yeah. I think it's right what Dr. Evans said about Pud and me, about me becoming a nuisance to Pud.
My dear man, there's no doubt about it.
Here comes Casey down the track, bingity bingity bang. Here comes Casey down the track, bingity bingity bang. Toot toot toot, toot toot toot. Say guys, you're standing there in the middle of my track. Get out of the way, guys. Get off my railroad track or I'll run over you. Guess what? Strike you dead. Casey, boom! Now look what you did, God. You wrecked my train all to splinters. Now I have to get a whole new engine. All right, Casey, here's a new engine. Thanks, God. Have fun. I'll give you a ride. Here we go. Choo, choo, choo. Ding, ding. Get out of the way. Get out of the way, everybody. Here comes God and Casey Jones. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot. I love you, Gramps. I love you more than my engine.
Yeah, I love you, boy. I love you.
That he be committed to the Gainesville Institution for the Insane. Signed, James Evans, M.D.
Yeah, would you read the last part of that document, Sheriff, where Dr. Evans signed?
All right, Northrop. Dr. James Evans, having testified that the said Julian Northrop is incapable of managing himself or his property, is the order of this court that he be committed to the Gainesville Institution for the Insane. According to the laws of the state, it is further ordered that the custody of the child, John Guilford Northrop, be awarded to his aunt, Demetria Riffle.
Thank you, Sheriff. Fixed me good and proper, ain't you, Evans?
I warned you I'd do anything I could.
I guess Evans told you I wouldn't say it.
I guess there's no doubt about that, Northrop.
I'll be good to the boy while you're in the asylum, Julian. I really will. Come, Bud, you're gonna come home with me now.
Gramps!
Come along, Northrop.
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'd like to speak to the boy for a minute, Evans.
You two wait out in the car a moment. I'm sorry, Northrop. I've given you all day to make up your mind. I can't wait any longer, so you're going to the insane asylum.
You're a pretty smart fella, ain't you? You figured I wouldn't go to the nut house. You figured I'd let Mr. Brink down instead, didn't you?
I'm hoping you will.
Yeah, you figured as long as I lost the boy, I wouldn't give a damn what the hell happened to me, right?
That's what I figured, Northrop.
Yeah, you're a pretty smart fella. Damn smart.
What's the matter with Dr. Evans, Gramps?
Well, boy, he's feeling kind of sorry right now.
What's he sorry for?
Yeah, come here, boy.
Okay.
I gotta go away, boy.
Where?
Where the woodbine twined it.
You're going with Mr. Brink?
Yeah, I'm going with Mr. Brink. You see, your Gramps is getting to be a pretty old man. I mean, when a fella gets to be pretty old, he gets kind of tired.
Are you tired?
Oh, right this minute, I'm pretty doggone tired.
Let's lie down and rest.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, boy. You see, the only way an old man like myself can lie down and really rest is to go with Mr. Brink.
I'll go with you, Gramps.
No, boy, you can't go with me. You can't go with me. You got your whole life ahead of you.
Don't want my whole life ahead of me. I want to go with you. I love you, Gramps.
Oh, you shouldn't love me that much, boy. Now, look, I've been thinking maybe it ain't such a good idea for you to live with me anymore. And maybe your Aunt Demetria ain't as much of a pissma as we thought she was.
Gramps!
Well, maybe she ain't. So maybe you ought to go over and live with her for a while, boy. What's the matter, boy?
Don't you love me anymore, Gramps?
Sure, boy, I'm just trying to make you understand.
Gramps, you don't love me anymore.
Of course I do, but I gotta go away, boy.
But I'll go with you, Gramps.
You can't, boy, you can't.
Please, Gramps, please.
No.
Then I don't love you anymore either. I don't love you anymore either.
Boy, wait a minute.
That's the better way.
Maybe so.
You will forget.
Yeah, maybe so.
What about it, Northrop?
No, I ain't going with you, Sheriff. I'm going with Mr. Brink. Didn't Evans tell you about Mr. Brink?
Oh, yeah, he did. Well, get it over with. We haven't got all night.
Yeah.
Take it easy, Sheriff. Would you rather we left you alone, Northrop?
Well, no, matter of fact, I'd like to have somebody around.
Well, Julian.
Sammy, honest to God, we gonna let the boy have some fun out of life?
I'll be good to him, Julian.
Yeah. We not keep hugging him all the time like you do.
Julian, I'm going to be good to that boy. You don't have to worry. I have wonderful plans for him already.
What kind of plans you got for him?
Well, I'm going to start getting him ready to go to school.
Get ready to go to school?
Yeah, I'm going to start teaching him myself, so that when he gets there, he'll be way ahead of the others.
Ain't you gonna let him play any?
Of course, Julian, he'll have his play period, but now he'll have education, too. I'm going to start to form his mind.
Well, his mind is forming all right as it
I'm going
is.
to teach him poems to recite.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to teach him to say yes, sir, and no, sir, and curtsy when they're over people.
Curtsy, Bud?
And Miss Ramsel School opens in the fall.
Ramsel School is a school for girls.
Not any longer. They're going to have 3 little boys in it this year.
Why, you ought to make a sissy out of Bud. Oh, you're still a damn old bismarck, by God. Well, I've changed my mind. I ain't going with Mr. Brink. I'm going to stay right here and take care of Bud.
Northrop, how can you take care of Pud when you're in the asylum?
Oh,
Because that's where you'll be.
what the hell am I going to do? What the hell am I going to... Well, there's no use stretching this out any. Bye, Marcy.
Mr. Northrop.
I realize what I'm asking you to do, Northrop.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Brink, kind of looks like the time has come.
Yes, the time has come now.
You're all ready for me, ain't you?
All ready as soon as you say the word.
You're not going to hold nothing out against me, are you?
We'll see, we'll see.
Remember, the only reason I put you up there was to keep Demi from getting the boy.
I've taken that into consideration.
And I wasn't cheating. I was going to let you come down just as soon as you told me you was going to take her.
I know.
Yeah. You don't by any chance know when you're going to take her yet?
No, there's been no call for Miss Riffle. There probably won't be for years.
What's that? You're supposed to take her an hour ago?
No, I said I probably wouldn't take her for years.
My God, why don't you tell me, Mr. Brinkwire, if you're supposed to take Demi too?
But I'm not supposed to take her.
No, did he really say that?
Yeah, said he was supposed to take Demi an hour ago. Well, that changes everything. All right, come along, Demi.
Oh, Julian, this is so absurd. Dr. Evans.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Riffle, but when a person's time comes...
There really isn't anyone up in that tree. This is so silly.
Thank you, Mr. Brink, for taking Demi. Yeah, if you do one other thing, I wonder if you would. I wonder if after you're taking Demi, that you might slip the sheriff in for good measure.
What is this, Northrop?
I see the old stiff's trying to take me to the baghouse.
For God's sakes, you realize what you're doing, Northrop. This is practically murder.
Murder. Doctor, murder.
Listen, you, all of you, Northrop's as sane as anyone here.
What's this? Hey, what is this anyway?
Northrop's not insane. You realize what he's doing? Death is up in that tree, and Northrop's talking to him. If he lets him down, you're as good as dead, both of you.
This is so stupid.
This is the wildest absurdity I ever heard. You know perfectly well I have no authorization to take any of these people. It is utterly out of the question.
Oh, what's that? You'll take the sheriff? Oh, thank you, Mr. Brink. I appreciate that a great deal.
You can't frighten me. There isn't anyone up in that tree. I didn't hear a blessed thing.
I did. I heard him.
What's that?
I heard him. I heard Mr. Brink.
Now, Marcy, you look...
You didn't.
I did too, Miss Riffle. I heard him just as plain as I hear you.
But Marcy...
And he said if he could just come down, he would take anyone Mr. Northrop asked him to.
He didn't. He didn't say he was going to take me.
Oh, yes, he did, Miss Riffle. He said he was going to take you first.
That girl cannot hear a word I say. She's the most inordinate liar I ever met.
Did you just hear what he said? Now,
Yes.
be careful. Be careful what you say.
He said just to hurry up and let him down. He's getting nervous and can't stand it another minute.
Yep, that's just what he said. Now, let's get started. I don't want to make him any angrier than
That
he
would be
is.
impossible. You let me down.
All right. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, except you two. I'll be seeing you two in a minute. All right. Come on, let's go. Come on, line up. Line up. Off you go. On to glory. Glory.
Just stop it,
Look!
Now then, you keep your hands off that boy.
I will, Julian. I will.
And you stay the hell away from me, too.
I will. I'll stay the hell away from you, too.
And Mr. Brink, anybody who tries to let me make you come down from there, you gotta promise to take them, too.
I will not. I will not.
Thank you very much. All right now, get the hell off this property. Go on, I'm gonna stay right the hell here and take care of Bud. The whole world can go to hell as far as I'm concerned. Now go on, get off this property. Go on. And if you ask me, you got off pretty lucky. Oh, Marcy, I love you. Oh, ain't nothing in the world can stop us now. There's you, me, and Bud. Nothing in the world can
Which
stop
world
us now.
do you mean?
What's that, Mr. Brink?
Which world do you mean?
Well, I don't understand, Mr. Brink.
Of course you don't. My poor man.
What did he say, Mr. Northrop?
He said, my poor man. And I didn't like the way he said it, Marcy. I didn't like the way he said it. Bud, come on home, boy.
Pud, where are you? Pud!
Come home, boy.
Pud!
Bud. Oh, we gotta find him, Marcy. We gotta find him. I gotta explain to him.
I haven't seen him anywhere. Well, maybe he's at Jimmy's.
Yeah, well, why don't you go over there and find out? He doesn't stay over at this hour usually.
I'll be right
Go on
back.
now, go on.
Pud!
Time to come home,
Pud, come
boy.
home!
Bud! Where are you, boy? Bud!
Bud,
Hello there, Mr. Brink.
what's the matter, Bud?
My Gramps doesn't love me anymore.
He doesn't?
No. Didn't you follow the conversation?
Yes. What are you going to do, Bud?
I'm gonna run away. Then he'll be sorry.
What have you got there?
Well, these are some cookies I got. And the Watchfog Gramps wrote on for me. And a couple of specimens.
And you're really going to run away?
Of course I am.
I wouldn't if I were you.
You would too.
They'll only find you and bring you back. You're not big enough to run away, my little man.
I am so, and I'm not your little man. I'm not a little man at all. I'll spit in your eye.
You might find that difficult.
Why?
I'm afraid you couldn't reach me.
I could too.
You'd be afraid.
I'm not afraid of the biggest giant on earth.
How do you know I'm not the biggest giant on earth?
'Cause you're in the littlest tree.
There's a certain logic in that. Your mind is taking shape. It's too bad that has to happen.
Why?
Because man's logic is the most pitiful thing about him. It stands in his way. It confuses him so that he can't quite see the giants. You won't be able to see them much longer.
Oh, I will too.
No, you will not. Not until you're as old as your grandfather. Then you'll be able to see them again.
Nuts.
You're not very polite.
I'm politer than you big squatch shoppers.
I'm afraid I never heard that word before.
Neither did I.
You can make up words.
Sure, I can do anything.
No, you can't. Why, you can't even climb a tree.
I can too. I climbed that one before you got up, and I climbed down again.
You're right about that, but you couldn't do it now. Why, you can't even climb that fence.
I could do it with one hand.
Let's see you.
All right. Ouch! That hurts. I think I was getting myself a heap of taste.
Baby calf, baby calf.
Who's a baby cat?
There, that's right. I guess you must be stronger than I thought. Splendid. Now you're here. I guess you can do everything.
Golly, I can see far here.
Can you see me now?
Yes? Gee, why do you make your voice so whispery, Mr. Brink?
Don't you like it?
Yes?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
Look at me.
Gee, you got funny eyes, Mr. Brink. They make me dizzy. You got ghost eyes.
Look at me again. Keep on looking at me. Give me your hand. Lean forward.
Gramps! 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 Gramps, the heap of tape, my back hurts, my back.
Hush, boy. Hush, hush for a minute. Mr. Brigg,
Yes?
Mr. Brigg. The boy's in terrible pain. Dr. Evans just left and said he'd never walk again. Why'd you let him do it, Mr. Brigg?
My dear man, I didn't mean to hurt the boy. I just meant to take him. It was the only way out. I even waited a day to let the others force you, but you were too clever for them.
But you could have found some other way than to pick on the boy.
It is only through the boy that I have any hope of getting down from here. He's the only reason you won't let me come down. What if I were to tell you that I am bound to stay out the time to which you sentenced me, until Miss Riffle dies?
You're not, are you? You're not. You
No,
don't have to, do you?
no. But I want you to understand how much it means to you. To your whole world to deny me. Already the world is beginning to feel the pain and sorrow and bewilderment in keeping me here. It is getting worse every hour.
Yeah. I guess I tried to bite off more than I could chew.
Much more.
Yeah. Well, will you come down then, please, Mr. Brink, and take us both?
Gladly.
Please, then, come down quickly.
Gramps!
Oh, yes, boy, yes,
The
yes.
heap of tape, my back hurts so awful.
Hush, boy, hush, boy. Just a minute, boy. Just
No, you are first. Ah, that's better, isn't it?
Boy, suddenly light as a feather. Oh, here.
Hello there, Mr. Brink.
Hello, bud.
Are we daddy Gramps?
Must be. I feel like a 2-year-old. What do you feel like?
I feel like a 2-year-old too.
Mr. Brink, why'd you tell it was going to be like this?
My dear man, I've been trying to tell you how pleasant it is to go with me, but you wouldn't listen.
You talk so funny, Mr. Brink.
Never mind that. Come on now, come along.
But where are we going?
Yeah, that's important. Where are we going, Mr. Brink?
You'll find out.
How long will we be there?
For eternity.
How long is eternity, Gramps?
Well, that's a right smart piece of time.
Oh, anyway, we'll be there together, won't we, Gramps?
Damn right we will be. You're damn right.
Julian! Oh, Julian, do you have to use such language in front of the boy?
Oh, hell. I thought you said she changed.
Where's the baby? She should have gone there.